I mean, okay, I was gonna say, like, in a sense, yeah, it is kindness that you didn't just straight up murder that dude.
That sucked.
But at the exact same time, it's really kind of one of those fate worse than death type dealies. Because, you know, killing him is easy. Having him spend the rest of his life in total agony and misery because of the things he did, well, that's, you know, that's worse, but it's better. Either way, remarkably astounded at her strength of character to not just straight up, you know, end him in a heat of the moment. Mad respect, Don. Mad respect. Eh.
Look at the nav.
Why? What's up with the nav?
The destination has been deleted.
Oh. Well, I'm guessing that's probably has something to do with the fact that it kind of exploded.
It's true. We can't go there anymore.
Admittedly, I don't know why we would want to.
What about the treasure?
Oh,
What the?
that's not what we took, but it's what we have. Hello.
A medal? Oh, wait, where'd that crown go?
What's going on?
Cat, explain with your cat knowledge.
It means that was the source of Kamoshida's desires.
The medal?
To him, this medal is worth as much as that crown we saw in the palace.
Okay.
An Olympic medal.
Ah, the source of his overinflated ego. Ah, okay.
So, that perv kept clinging to his past glory and couldn't let it go.
I mean, it was pretty much all he had left. He was working at a high school. That's just not the greatest of places to end up.
But this means that Kamoshida's heart might have changed, right?
I genuinely hope so.
Probably.
Yeah, that's not instilling confidence.
Our expulsion's on the line here.
Also, still not cool with being a murderer.
This is the first successful example for me, too.
Then how do you know any of this is supposed to even work?
However, there's no doubt that this has affected Kamoshida's personality quite a lot. The entire palace disappeared, after all.
Fair enough.
I feel all antsy. Ain't there a way to check now?
I'm guessing not. In fact, well, if this is anything like the last game, I'm guessing we're probably one way or another going to have to wait until the time limit goes up. Because in Persona 4, no matter how early you saved somebody from the TV world, you had to wait until you would have run out of time anyway. Because, you know, the game kind of focuses rather seriously on its timeline, so it would kind of throw it out of whack. So, yeah. It's gonna be a couple days.
Right.
Come on, why the gloomy faces? Be happy. We completed this with great success, you know.
Did we? That's why we're gloomy. We don't know if we did anything.
We just don't know if everything's okay yet.
I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, your intuition is not good enough.
Remember how Kamoshida's shadow said that he's returning to his self in reality?
Yeah, but we don't know what that means.
Suguro Kamoshida was a scum.
That is putting it way too nicely.
Still, he did seem to regain his conscience somewhat at the end.
Possibly. Or he was just groveling.
There are definitely those who have been saved thanks to what you've done.
Well, that's without question, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess we gotta wait.
Probably.
It all boils down to what's gonna happen to Kamoshida. Or if we're getting expelled for real.
I'm assuming things work out the way that we wanted. Otherwise, this game is very short. Alright, well. Let's go home.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yay! We did it, I guess, maybe.
Ah, you're back.
Indeed I am. Thank you for not asking questions about what I did. Oh, also, hello. Thanks. I finally got to avenge Shiho because of you guys. I'm pretty sure there was no way I'd have been able to do anything on my own. So seriously, thank you. I owe you so much. No. Okay, yeah, how about, nah? We wouldn't have been able to do it without you either. You think? I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, that cognitive world was pretty crazy, huh? Well, yeah, a man kind of, you know, transformed into a giant four-armed Smeargle. So that's something. What a mysterious place. Can't believe we actually stole someone's heart. Well, we stole his medal. Speaking of mysterious, there's also the matter of Morgana's transformation. When we were escaping, didn't he turn back into a cat even though we were still in the palace? Huh. I thought that was like a deliberate thing. I thought he could like change at will, at least over there. Basically, the treasure changes the shape of things. Once that's gone, the power no longer works. Though the real reason I changed quickly back then was because I'm so incredibly skilled. Okay. Don't you think that's a little harsh? No? Not really. I think I feel a little better after talking to you. Thanks. We still haven't seen any results, but it feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I hope you don't mind talking to me too much. I'll see you tomorrow. Nah, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm pretty cool with being your pal. Anyway, how you doing? You sure look satisfied. Something good happen? Nothing goes your way in life, let it get to your head and you'll get the rug pulled from under you. Alright, so don't have a negative outlook because you'll fail, and don't have a positive outlook because you will fail. Aren't you just the cheeriest of fellows? You must be tired after today. Let's go to sleep. Yep, that's usually the song and dance number for whenever you go into a crazy place. And ta-tang, and now it's Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. What are we gonna do on Sunday? Nope. Have our pants ring. Oh. Dun-dun-dun. Yo, I'm gonna go train. You wanna join in? I'll probably end up going easy on myself if I do it alone. Anyways, it'll probably be the most efficient if we train together. That is actually a fact. How about it? I'm eating now. Maybe I should respond later. I'm extra proud of today's curry. You'd better savor it. Man, I ain't gonna turn down free food. Also, hello. You got an invitation from someone? Wanna go upstairs and reply once you finish eating? And I have to say, that curry the chief is so proud of smells absolutely delicious. Well, I mean, he would kind of have to be able to make something in order to just flat out survive. Okay. I hear good things about that Sunday TV shopping show. Want to check it out sometime? Well, yes, but also how? Oh, so Kamoshida's had a change of heart right now, right? I don't really care what happens to him, but it'd totally leave a bad taste in my mouth if he wound up dead or something. Hey, don't say stuff like that. We didn't kill his shadow, so he should be fine, right? It should be. I never thought I'd end up worrying about a guy like him. Feels kind of weird, TBH. It's fine. I'm sure we'll find something out when tomorrow rolls around. Right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. That's certainly the optimistic way of going about it. Actually, you know what? I think I remember something. When I was wandering around this place. Hang on, do I have my cat in my bag? I got my cat in the bag. Okay, good. And assuming I have the money, I think I remember. Oh, hey! Wasn't that the gun guy? He had the hat. Okay, well, either way, I vaguely remember there being like, was it this? Secondhand shop? Hello, hello. Welcome!
How can I help you?
Oh, well, see, there you go, right there. Okay. Wow, that's actually very cheap. Well, I mean, it is a CRT television. I'd kind of hope that wasn't expensive. It looks like it still works. Yeah, then I will gladly buy one of thems. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't think anyone would buy such an outdated TV. Yeah, well, I don't know where I can buy a better one. Since you got it off my hands, I'll throw in a DVD player and tuner for you, okay? Does LeBlanc work as your delivery address? He's giving us a DVD player and a tuner. Maybe this turned out to be quite the bargain. I'm excited. Can't wait for it to be delivered. All right, just don't expect the most stellar of, you know, picture qualities. There's a reason CRT ain't around no more. All right, well, with that all being done, then I guess... Yo, Mr. Man, I feel like my bond with Ryuji will grow stronger soon. Well then, yeah, let's hang out. Gotta up them social links. Let's do some intense training today. Go change and meet me behind the gym. You don't want anyone catching you, so come in through the back gate. Ah, cool. kind of committing a bit of a loitering crime there, but whatever. Damn it, I want to move better, but I just can't. I was training for nationals back in the day, but now, I ain't doing so good. What the hell do you think you're doing? Oh boy, hang on, irritated voice coming from the south side.
Whoa!
People he knows. Running, huh? I saw you from the window. What, you gonna try to come crawling back to the track team? Huh? Hell no. Sure. Speaking of which, this was your secret training spot, wasn't it? Well, it's our spot now. You know us, the former track team. We don't even have a locker room anymore, thanks to someone I know. Okay, did you ever consider the option of not being a jackass, Mr. Man? Let's see, let's not fight. Want to train with us? You know what? Let's meet aggression with kindness. What's up? I guess it is the first time you guys are meeting. Hold on, aren't you that transfer student? You're really gonna hang around with this loser? He was the very first person in this entire town to treat me with any sort of tiny amount of dignity or respect, so yeah, actually. You better watch out. He'll hit you the second he gets pissed off. That don't got anything to do with this. Alright. Just endure it. Well, that clearly wasn't the best answer. I feel like they're not going to listen. Yeah, I don't need to hear your excuses. Everyone was going through the same stuff with Kamoshida. The beatings, the impossible exercises, but we put up with all of it for the track team. But no, you had to go and okay, hello, that's a hard F. Man, I was stupid forever thinking you were my teammate. You know, bowing down and accepting the horrible pain, it's really not all that more noble than what Ryoji did. Really, honestly. I mean, it's like, oh man, we just love our track team so much that we're totally cool with getting beaten on the daily. Yeah, no, that's not how the world works, mister. I nearly smacked him when he was talking about my dad. I haven't changed at all. You will by the end of the social link, probably. But you know, you actually helped me calm down a little. Glad you were here with me. Thanks, man. Oh, aggressive high five. Still not prepared for that. Dun 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 dun! Follow-up. Chance to perform a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down the enemy. Fantastic. Follow-up attacks are very handy. Let's call it a day. Oh. They are still going on about that. What? Hell's your problem? Now they're just arguing with each other. I should stay out of it. See, there you go. That's a small amount of character building you got yourself right there, Ryuji. Don't you worry, good sir. It's all gonna work out. Oh, this is different. I'm glad the subway was repaired so quickly. It's just been one bizarre incident after another this year. Well, the year's barely started. Our country is going to hell. Aren't there any honest politicians out there? No. How can I hope in a country like this? I mean, I would suppose, like, really the only thing you could do is, like, become a politician yourself. Oh, so hello. I went to see Shiho today. She okay? And I told her we settled things with Kamoshida. Wait, so then she's awake? She still hasn't regained consciousness, but I had to go make amends. Oh, okay. What do you mean? You didn't do anything wrong, On. Right, Ren? Yeah, no, absolutely not. Nobody should be forced to have to go through what you did. The fact that you didn't make the absolutely 100% perfect decision in a situation you should have never been involved with to begin with, that's really, really not something you should be beating yourself up over. But I wasn't there when she needed help. I'm a failure as a friend. I have to do all I can to make up for that, starting now. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to move on. Man, I didn't know you were so passionate. I totally didn't notice that back in middle school. Yeah, well, events kind of have forced a bit more maturity onto the teenagers than probably should be recommended. I think it's because of you guys. I'm a little embarrassed, though. Anyway, Ryuji, Ren, I hope we can keep helping each other out from now on, too. Yay, we've got friendship. Oh, hey, you got a minute? Something I want to ask you. Come here, let's have a chat. Hey, did you buy an old TV? You owner delivered it. Had him put it in your room. Is that what we were chatting about?
Yo.
Hey, you're free tonight, aren't you? Care to have a little chat with me? What? Just some small talk. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with Sojiro. Hey, if it means him being less mean to me, well, that's riggedy rock. Good. There's a lot of things I want to ask you. I'll clean up, so just wait there. Alright, just, you know, don't aggressively assault me with your pointy words! I do not appreciate it.
Hey, how's school?
I mean, I've actually managed to acquire friends.
You're not causing any trouble, are you?
None that are immediately apparent. Yeah, no, I don't think I am.
Good.
Wait, you took my word for it?
I've got to report to your probation officer twice a month.
That sounds tedious.
It's already a pain in the ass as is, so please don't make me have to write even more crap.
I mean, again, not really on my priority list.
Got that? This society is kept in check by laws and authority figures.
And a lot of those laws and authority figures should be upheld and respected. However, when somebody tries to help somebody else and it ends up going horribly wrong, well, you know, due to phenomenally corrupt situations, I feel like a little bit of questioning the authority is kind of required.
You can go and get yourself killed if you want, but don't go dragging other people into your mess.
I haven't dragged anybody into this. They entered of their own volition.
Last thing we need is more idiots like you roaming around.
Okay, never mind. One step forward, two steps back. Thought he was being nice, insulted me right to my face.
What's wrong? Yeah, I'm heading out now. Sorry about that.
You probably got a call to go whack some dude.
I know. The usual, right?
The usual murder?
Okay. I'll see you later.
I'm just saying, man. If you're gonna be judging me, I'm gonna be judging you. And if you're trying to tell me that this place ain't a front for you and you're some sort of horrifying alternative job that you do at night, well, let me tell you. You ain't giving me no reason to think you don't.
As you can see, I'm pretty damn busy both at work and in my private life.
Uh-huh.
If you could lend a hand, it'd really be a great help.
Well, considering how jovial and nice you've been to me up till now, I don't see how I could possibly refuse. Look, I do this because I actually I would like to get along with the person who is giving me some form of logic.
Now we're talking. Either way, I won't ask you to work for free. If you agree to help me, then I'll teach you how to make the perfect cup of coffee. Not a bad trade, eh?
I mean, even the greatest tasting of all coffees still tastes like, you know, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Death? Like 90-year-old gym socks? Like, you can't really make good coffee. Nobody on the planet likes the taste of coffee. They drink it so much that they become desensitized to it and addicted to the caffeine. So, yeah. You might think you like it, but you don't. I guarantee the first time you ever had it, you thought it was the most disgusting thing you ever had in your life. But you really needed to stay up for some reason, so you powered through it, and then you got addicted to it, and now you don't taste, you're used to the horrible taste to the point of being able to actually kind of enjoy it. It's kind of like Stockholm Syndrome, but with a drink. You know, that's a terrible trade, but that seems to be like the nicest thing I'm going to be getting out of you, so yeah, sure, let's go with that.
All right. Looks like we got ourselves a deal.
And apparently I've got myself something of a job. The distance between me and Sojiro seems to be closing slightly. Oh, hello. So what arcana would he be? I'm guessing Hierophant, seeing as how he fills the same role Dojima did. That's my guess.
You may call yourself a phantom thief, but you're still a minor. Someone had to support you.
I supported myself up to this point. Perhaps later in the story, when if people around me are being a bit nicer, I'll have people who have supported me, but as of right now, no, it's just me.
Furthermore, they did so knowing you were a part of that group.
Also, not necessarily true. Possibly. I don't know.
Isn't the owner of that cafe an accomplice of yours?
Is that something that I really have to answer? Luckily, no, it is not. I'm cool with that.
I am thou. Thou art I.
Indeed,
It
indeed.
shall become the wings of rebellion that with the birth of the Hierophant.
Booyah, called it.
have obtained the wings of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Alrighty then, Hierophants. Well, let's see how far we can take this. You've unlocked the Hierophant Confidant. Fusing personas with the Hierophant Arcana will now grant you an EXP boost due to an Arcana Burst. Arcana Burst!
I'll be counting on your help.
I will be counting on you slowly not being so mean.
See you later.
Also, is your hair pulled back or is it slicked back? I can't... The way the shadows work with your profile image, I can't tell if you have a ponytail or not. Also, I don't think I've ever seen the back of your head. And if I have, I wasn't paying attention at the time. Because, I mean, if you do have something of a ponytail, even if it's a little, you know, just a little tiny doodad, that's a level of respect I'm willing to give you. Oh, hey-oh, we got ourselves a seat. Which means we're gonna read a thing. Gonna read about a great thief. Oh, dang, I can also return the book. That might make people stop, you know, insulting me. It's like, oh, dang, he returned a library book on time. The treasure room had already been emptied out. Yes, the legendary... pretty sure that's the same thing we heard last time. Okay. So, you finished reading The Great Thief. Arsene always thwarted his pursuers, leading them around by the nose. He's so cool. It seems this novel taught you... Okay, now, I was having some sparkles there. You about the kind of wits and tricks you'll need as a phantom thief. Oh! Alright. Not enough for a boost, though.
Alright.
So, fat lot of good books, do ya? Now, we're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time. Well, I'm glad you think so, at least. 'Cause I don't. I know it takes a while for these things to boost, but I prefer more instantaneous gratification anyway. I skipped breakfast, so now I'm hungry. Have you ever tried the nostalgic steak at the diner in Shibuya? Yeah, it's good. Kind of makes me think of my childhood. I mean, it's kind of in the name then, isn't it? I get this warm feeling inside whenever I eat it that reminds me of my mom. I mean, if you ate a lot of steak as a kid, I guess. I'm just thinking about it, making me hungrier.
Oh.
A comforting flavor, huh? Hey, what does the Chief's curry taste like? I imagine it tastes like curry, but I don't know what curry tastes like because I've never eaten it. So I'll just say it's good. I'm jealous. I can always smell a faint hint of it on you. When I'm human again, I'm going to eat so much of that curry. Then I'll decide which is better, the curry or the nostalgic steak. I'm guessing all of these things is like, hey, go to the school store and you can buy a thing, or go to this place and you can get yourself a steak. But if they have a beef bowl, now we're getting somewhere.
Jeez.
I was reading the essays you turned in the other day, and everyone's writing is so sloppy. Slippy, slappy, sloppy. I could care less indicates that you still have some cares left to give. It's I couldn't care less. It's true, because if you could care less, that means you care at least slightly. I've seen this a lot of these days, where people are using a phrase differently from its real meaning. One word I often hear misused is the Japanese kakushinhan, used now to mean a crime done in cold blood. Like the word literally, the real meaning of that word, it's pretty much the opposite of how it's used. It's like, yeah, I literally can't get out of bed. Well, that would probably mean you've been duct taped to it.
How about...
Do you know what it is? Uno Akari? I forgot that was my name. Hi, how's it going? The true meaning of kakushinan, huh? Well, that seems tough. I'll help you out, though, so let's think this through. What's the common usage of kakushinan again, regarding an action you take? To do something in cold blood. Knowing your actions are wrong, being convinced you can do it, having a strong conviction. These are all vague enough. Okay. To perform an action in cold blood means to do so I know it's not this one. Okay, so to commit a crime in cold blood means you did it, knowing that what you're doing is probably not the best thing that you're doing, but you did it anyway because you, for whatever reason, you had to. I'm gonna go ahead and say strong conviction. Really? I don't think that's right. Oh. Well, I guess it's being convinced you can do it. Wait, but what? So, the one I thought was absolutely wrong is correct? When people say something's a Kaku Shinhan, they usually mean the culprit did it knowing it was wrong. In cold blood. Look, I barely understand English. Don't try to make me learn Japanese things too. But the real Kaku Shinhan is the opposite, right? So the opposite means... Oh. The first... Okay, so I was right. The first thing I was supposed to say was what it's being used as. Okay, so the opposite of doing something you know is wrong is conviction that you're right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I wasn't incorrect. A Kaku Shinhan is when somebody takes an action believing that it's right. So if someone raised their hand against another in Kaku Shinhan, they thought it was right to do so. Yeah, he's pretty smart. I didn't expect that. He might not be too bad.
Nice.
You're on a roll today! Minor boost in smarts. Not good enough, though. And I'm still oblivious. Whew! Kaku Shinhan was originally a term that referred to a crime driven by moral or political conviction. These days, it seems like the wrong usage is becoming more commonly accepted, though. That's true. Taking action with a conviction that what you do is right, huh? Think that applies to us, too? I mean, that certainly seems to be the theme. Otherwise, I doubt they would have gone through with talking about it. And now it is the time for lunch.
Have you seen Kamoshida?
No.
You really think he changed?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him. I just told you. I mean, I don't have the slightest clue.
Damn, this is nerve-wracking.
Putting it mildly.
Oh, perfect timing.
Please don't insult us with your pointy words.
The study hall will be held instead of PE today. I'm letting you know just in case you haven't heard.
Okay, thank you for this information. It is greatly appreciated. You may now leave without some sort of backhanded insult.
Mr. Kamoshida has taken the day off.
Oh!
He ain't here?
Don't tell anyone that you heard this from me.
I promise.
But we received word that Mr. Kamoshida is placing himself under suspension.
Well, hot diggity damn, that's a good sign.
Such an important time before the tournament, too. Principal Kobayakawa went to talk to him about it, but he supposedly wasn't making any sense.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. That he didn't.
Wait, a suspension?
Not so loud.
The talks about your expulsions may be put on hold, too. I don't know too much about it, though.
You knew enough that it was a thing that was apparently going to happen. So, the fact that you're letting us know this is actually really cool of you. Thank you.
Anyway, I've relayed what's going on to you.
Yeah, you told us quite a bit more than we actually probably should know. Thank you. Oh, well, I guess she's better than I thought she was.
At least it sounds different from a mental shutdown.
I mean, he seems to be saying things. If your brain turned off, I don't think you could do that.
I guess all we can do is wait.
Yeah, that's always fun. How many days left until that thingy? I'm guessing that was it was like 9 the last time I saw it. We did all we can. Now we wait. Of course, waiting is pretty boring. I wonder what Ryuji and the rest are up to. Well, I just got an instant message. Man, all this waiting's got me so antsy in my pantsy. We should go on a trip or something. What do you think? Sorry, I'm gonna have to pass. What, you busy? Yeah, I'll be visiting Shiho in the hospital after school for the next few days. I can't do much to help her, but it'll be nice to at least see her face. Gotcha. I hope she wakes up soon. Yeah, she's gonna be just fine. Alright, so I guess that's another way of the game's way of saying that An really isn't gonna be around for the whole social linking thing for a little while. Makes sense, she is rather distracted. I'm totally down to go somewhere once things calm down, though. It sounds like we won't be able to see Lady An after school for a while. How unfortunate. Unfortunate it most certainly be.
Really?
Oh, good. Glad you already know about that. My goodness, these people. Do you have nothing better to talk about or think about in your life? I'm beginning to think that you might not.
You never see it coming.